Let me ask you about regulation as well. The president signed an executive order to begin examining which parts of Dodd-Frank and other regulation like the DOL fiduciary role can or should change. I wonder, is there any provision within those laws that are worth preserving?
Not in my eyes. I think Dodd-Frank was, look, I think it's worse than Obamacare. I think it's one of the worst bills that's ever been passed through Congress, and I think it's part of the reason why so many people are having financial difficulty today in this country. So it was an overreach in every way, more and more requirements, more and more paperwork. I mean, it's just incredible. I was in one of my bankers out in Salt Lake in their office, and he showed me a 4-foot stack of documents that they have to fill out just to meet Dodd-Frank's requirements. And what do all these smaller banks do in this country when they have to do something like that? They're just putting them all out of business, and frankly, it's unbelievable to me that we would allow that type of a system to continue.
So what parts of regulation should be kept in place, or should there be, to make sure that there isn't a financial crisis on the same grounds as we had in 2008?
Well, we know that there needs to be legislation to require certain review of the banking system in our society, but it doesn't have to be legislation that kills the banks, and especially the small neighborhood banks or the small state banks that literally can't afford to meet all the paperwork burdens, and who really are operating quite well anyway. I mean, to treat all these banks like they're a bunch of crooks and you have to watch everything they do is I think, beyond the pale. To treat them as though we want to know the significant things that keep them in business, the significant things that they should or should not do, that's okay. But Dodd-Frank is way beyond that. And the paperwork burden on that is unbelievable, and most small banks are going to have trouble meeting it.